Luke was probably written maximum 40 years after Jesus, maybe in the 70s, maybe in the 60s. Matthew was probably written about 30 years after Jesus at max, maybe in the 60s, maybe even in the 50s. Mark was written no more than probably 20 years after Jesus, maybe no more than 10 years after Jesus. Just to be clear, Jesus had been dead for less time than Steve Jobs has been dead right now when Mark was written. Jesus had been dead for less time than Martin Luther King Jr. has been dead when all of the Gospels were written. Jesus had been dead for less time than John Lennon has been dead when most of the Gospels were written. Maybe all of them. Why do I say that? I say that because we don't know that John was literally written in the 90s. We say it could not have been written any later. We don't know Luke was written in the 70s. It couldn't have been any later. We don't know that Matthew was written in the 60s. It could not have been any later. We don't know that Mark was written in the 50s. It could not have been any later. They could have been 5 years. They could have been 10 years. All we know is that they were written within this really short window. Almost everyone who witnessed Jesus was still alive when the Gospels were written. So if you went to the store, saw a biography of Steve Jobs just released, you would never say, hey, it's been way too long since he died. There is no way this could be accurate, would you? If you said that, you would be a stupid person.